What's up, guys? Devin Stack here. I am at the bunker right now. It's probably very echoey. That's not the audio. I'm in an echoey place. Not sure how well this is going to work. And to be honest, I don't have a whole lot of time. I'm covered in silicon and a bunch of other horrible stuff like probably rat feces. And I got to get cleaned up. But since this is a test to see how well this is going to work, I thought I might show you guys a little treat. And I've mentioned before that I used to do like propaganda stuff, right? I worked for some libertarian people, and basically they wanted me to do edgy stuff, edgy cool stuff. And this is before I realized edgy cool stuff for libertarians meant like making the free market sound fun. And I made a pilot. It's a puppet show pilot. And the entire thing was me, like every voice, all the puppeting, all the backgrounds, everything. I spent like I don't know if it was like a month, but like a long time trying to get this thing to, to be a show. And so I showed it to them. They were horrified, and so horrified that later that day, after I showed it to them, the media person told me that I wasn't allowed to talk to the press. I was too much of a risk. So I think you guys will like it. It's going to be a little weird because I'm on my laptop and I know there's like weird audio things I have to do because I have a Mac laptop and I just barely set up OBS on this thing. So you'll have to bear with me a second while I get that figured out. And I'm going to play it. And like I said, this was way too extreme. And I'll be honest, they wanted edgy. They wanted edgy. I'm not the one that was asking for edgy. They were asking for edgy, so I gave them edgy. And apparently it was too edgy. So anyway, I totally forgot I even made this. It's a while back. I mean, it's from when Obama was president, so it's kind of old. But I was going through some files. I was like, oh, holy shit, I totally forgot about this thing. And now I got a place that I can play it. So you guys enjoy or think it's horrible. It could be, it's not. It might not be as good as I think it is. It's not, and it's not like it's definitely not going to win me any Oscars. So anyway, it's basically to set it up a little bit. It's Barack Obama and Biden working at a pawn shop like Pawn Stars. So it's a spoof on Pawn Stars, and some stupid SJW wants to pawn the Constitution. So, so it's a little cheesy, but like I said, it's a pilot. It's a pilot. Anyway, I'm going to mute myself here, and then I got to change some things to make the audio work. So hang on one sec. Okay, I think this is going to work. All right, I'm going to mute myself, and then I got to play this thing.
I'm Barack Obama, and this is my pawn shop. I work here with a crazy old man.
My hand smells like Cheetos.
And my wife, Michelle. Everything here has a story and a price. The one thing I know for sure after 4 years is you never know what's going to come walking through that door. So tell me what you got there.
My parents had this thing lying around the house, and I'm really not sure what I'd use it for. I really don't know much about it. It's pretty old, so I figured I'd bring it in and see what I could get for it. Basically, it's just been laying around, and seriously, it has like a lot of words, like a lot. Like, I'm hoping I get a little cash for it, because ever since Bush started ruining the economy, it's been really hard to find work, and with a baby on the way, I just Don't know how I get by.
Well, it appears to be some kind of document.
Moon pies.
I've been looking for someone to bring me one of these things for a long time. To the right person, this could be worth a lot of money. So what are you looking to do with this thing? You want to pawn it or sell it?
Well, I want to sell it, but that depends on what I can get for it.
Well, it does look pretty old, but just because something's old doesn't mean it's valuable. I mean, this thing's missing all kinds of stuff. I mean, I'm going to have to change all kinds of things on this just to use it.
How about like $10,000?
Yeah, we're not even close. You're going to have to work with me here. How about you give me $16 trillion and I'll take this from you?
Doesn't seem right.
Just $16 trillion.
That doesn't seem like. That doesn't.
Okay. How about I throw in an EBT card? You know, EBT card. It's like magical credit card. You never have to pay off.
Well, that sounds good. But...
Okay. Magic EBT credit card and birth control pills. You want some birth control pills? No more babies?
I'll take the free birth control pills, but it's like 8 months too late for that.
Yeah, it's never too late. Hey, come here.
Oh my god, that's perfect. God, looks like naturals.
Call it a deal?
I was totally gonna just take the free birth control pills, but my tummy is rocking. You have yourself a deal.
All right. You know, Biden, sometimes I just think you're fucking with me. All right, guess who just got the Constitution of the United States? You know what that means, right? Pancakes!
So yeah, I have no idea why I had them fly to Africa in the Millennium Falcon at all. I think I was just like, all right, this is long enough for a pilot. Nah, I've got a 3D model of the Millennium Falcon, so that's that. So anyway, that was your special treat. I have no idea if that played at all. So tell me what you guys think. You're a little bit lagged, I think. So let's see here. What do you guys... Oh, do I even have... Oh, I have some super chats. How about that? I have one super chat at least. Love your content. Can't wait for Day of the Rope Part 2. Also, do you think that a civil war, balkanization is possible? There seems to be some disagreement lately between John Mark and No White Guilt over it. Yeah, you know, here's the thing. I don't punch right, so I'm not going to say... I just don't. Because we have too many enemies to be fighting amongst ourselves. But the bottom line is, I don't think it's crazy that we prepare for a possible balkanization, for example, or just. I think the people that don't think that this is all coming crashing down don't fully appreciate how bad things are. Like, they just don't quite understand how bad things are. So, I mean, I'm in a fucking bunker. Obviously, I think things are bad enough to where I should be in a fucking bunker. And I'm not the only one, by the way. There's a lot of people that are going to fucking bunkers right now. I mean, it is what it is. I don't want to be in a city right now. So, anyway... James Russell, $2. Nothing but good stuff. Keep it up. Thank you. Sam Weatherington, $5. So what did you think of the movie Election from MTV Studio? I don't think I saw that one. Is that the one with Reese Witherspoon and Ferris Bueller? I don't think I know I have it somewhere, but I don't think I've seen it. Yeah, $2. But partial birth abortion was ahead of its time. Yeah, I know, but they were pushing it back then. People think this is like a new thing. They were pushing it back then. Obama voted for it as a senator, and I was trying. The reason I put that in there, obviously, that was like super disgusting, and the way that I shot that was it was to be as fucking gross as possible, because it's literally just, that's what it is. It's fucking just dumping a dead baby on the ground. And I wanted the shock value, and I showed, I mean, people were like livid. People were not happy at all about that part of it. So I wasn't ahead of my time. It's just that this has been something they've been pushing on us for a long time. Farm Master Fuhrer says, or $2, nominated for Goy's Choice Awards. Yeah, well, if there is one, they definitely want to nominate me for any other awards. DTX $4.99. Can you please do more explanations of movies like you did Bird Box? Thank you. Yes, those are on the way. I got like one that's halfway. Just to let you guys know, today I drove about 200 miles in a truck that's like almost 50 years old, that has no power assist brakes, all drum brakes, no disc brakes at all, and no power assist brakes. So you're literally stopping the truck with your feet. No power steering, and a fucking 390 in it. So it like weighs a ton. It's drifting all over the place. It's standard transmission on top of that. So you're like shifting. I mean, I can drive whatever, but like, this is one of the scariest vehicles I've ever driven on the freeway. And I drove it like 200 miles. And that's after I loaded it up, and then I unloaded it today. And now I'm cleaning up fucking like, this place I got isn't like all fancy, nice and new. Like, I'll show you guys some pictures maybe after it's a little cleaner, but I mean, I don't have a lot of money, guys. Like, this is not like Owen's quote unquote bunker. This is more like a meth house almost. This would be great for manufacturing method. It's old. It's really old. It's old as fuck. It's like it was built in the 40s, and it was lived in by farmers, and like, for the last 30 years, they didn't do any maintenance because it was just an old lady slowly dying in this house. So I'm having to do like 30 years of maintenance, and there's holes in the walls. It's fucking bad. So I've just been like with silicone all day, like plugging up holes so I don't get like snakes and rats and shit in here. So it's been a busy last couple of weeks. So I'll definitely finish that up. I'm going to probably stay the night here, and then I got to head back home. And then I'd say look for that really late Monday night or Tuesday sometime. So let's see here. Oops, I missed a few of them here. Mark McCall says, have you seen Goddess or Godless on Netflix? I have not. I don't have Netflix. I'll find a way of watching something maybe I'll check it out if it's awful. If it's popular, if people would find it interesting. Shasha, what is it? Shasha Kila. Wish I weren't in a city right now. Yeah, I mean, that's the thing. Get out if you can. Get out if you got. I think you got some time. But you should probably get out while you can. And, another thing you could think about is, and it's like trading on the stock market or anything else. The housing market is not exactly at a low. I think, but again, this is not financial advice, and I could be totally wrong. I think that there is a housing bubble, and so maybe you can find something cheap later. But if you're just looking for something cheap, if you work from home and you can live anywhere, like a lot of people these days, you can. I mean, there's tons of deals if you don't mind doing some fixing. That's the thing, is you can't find. I mean, there's that church I was talking about in the other stream. It was $14,000 for a church, and yeah, you'd have to fix the roof and probably some other things if there was a hole in the roof, you know, like there's probably some water damage and stuff like that. But if you don't mind, I mean, you got a church. And with this place, I paid for this place what a lot of people pay for like a down payment. It was cheap, like cheap. I lucked out. It's a lot of work. I mean, it's a lot of work, but you can do it. You can do it. Let's see here. How did you find Bunker? How much? You know what I honestly did? And I'm not going to disclose too much about, where I'm at and stuff like that, but I just kind of picked the general area that I wanted to be, and then I went on Zillow, and then I just filtered out like almost everybody, because I put my max at like 40 grand, and then I would just drop it and drop it and drop it until I found like the really, really, really ghetto cheap places. And, some of them aren't worth it. Like I looked at one place that would have been awesome if they'd maintained it. It was like on the side of a mountain. It was 2-story. It was awesome. Like it had like this cool back. I mean, it was weird. It was like literally on the side of a mountain, but it was about to fall down the mountain. And it was trashed. It was just completely trashed. And right now I can live in this place. Like this place is trash, but I can like live here. It kind of sucks, and I might have to kill like some. I can at least. I mean, there's no heater either. Like right now, I'm freezing my balls off. There's no heater in here. My laptop is keeping me warm, so that's something I gotta set up. Let's see here. Darth Kilhoun, $5. Dakota Empire, Second Texan Republic, People's Republic of California, the second. Oh, yeah. I mean, it could break up a million different ways, and I have no idea. Honestly, though, bottom line is I don't care if it does or it doesn't. I just don't want to be in cities anymore. I don't want to be around people that we see on Vice videos and stuff like that. I don't want to be in a city. I don't want to be around these lunatics. And then the small town that I'm in, and it's really small, and there's only a few people. I just went to like the diner there's one diner in the entire town. It's just all retired old white people, but like small town, not like retired, not like Silicon Valley boomers or anything like that. I mean, like truck drivers and stuff like that. Good people. And, it's a one-horse town, literally, but it's kind of nice. Let's see here. Dakota, blah, 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 blah. Dylan McConnell, SFUWO still. Say my name right, please. Dylan McConnell. Will you work with me on an animated conservative series based around Family Guy about stuffed bears? Well, I mean, if you got something put together, I'll take a look at it. I've wanted to make something animated for a long time, but it takes a lot of work, and it's difficult to crank something out. If you had someone, I guess once you built all the assets out, and there's software, I just don't know how to use it, that's built for cranking out, YouTube cartoons on a fairly regular basis. But you still have to voice them. I mean, it's a lot of work. It's a lot, like that puppet show thing I did. Like I said, that took like a really long time. I was doing literally all the puppets, all of them. Like even, so like when it was on Obama and Biden, I was doing both. And, green screened it all. And sometimes I had to do one at a time and then composite them together and stuff like that to make it work. Like when the abortion doctor shows up, Obviously, I wasn't doing both of those simultaneously. I did one, and then I did the other, and then I composited it together in After Effects or something. But it took like a really, really, really fucking long time. 80s Nostalgia says, if you were the Antichrist, how would you go about tricking people to take the mark of the beast? Do you think we'll see this happen in our lifetime? I don't know. I don't know if, I don't know. Like, there's so many things that could be the mark of the beast. There's so many interpretations, and there's so many things that are already being used. You could say credit cards are the mark of the beast. You could say the little chip on credit cards. You could say social security numbers. I mean, you could say it's all the same stuff. It's just getting more high tech and smaller and more snoopy. It's like just getting more up your ass, like, and following everything you do. But it's all the same stuff. I mean, when our parents were younger, or however long ago it was, I was talking to, I think it might have been my grandma. And when social security numbers first came out, people were freaking out about that. They're like, what? I don't want a number. I don't want a number for the government to like just have me in a database. I don't want just like whatever that they had back then. I guess I don't know if they'd call it a database. Maybe they would. But that's the thing is we've come so far from that. Like, can you imagine if the general public was still suspicious of the government having us numbered? I mean, the fact that they spy on pretty much everything we do all the time and no one seems to give a shit. Yeah, I mean, it'll obviously, the Mark of the Beast thing, if it hasn't already happened, it will be easy. It won't take almost, I mean, they'll just say, hey, look, Amazon has they could even call it Mark of the Beast. The new Amazon Mark of the Beast, you have to get it to shop on Prime. You know, people would get it anyway. People don't care. Robtillion Horror, $5. Research the Shape of Water, Society, the Purge films. Continue making vids besides live streams regularly. Love your channel. Yeah, no, the live stream thing is just kind of, I want to be able to do quick and dirty videos because the movie stuff takes so long. And I want to be able to just, like right now, I'm sitting here literally vacuuming up like rat shit and mopping up and scrubbing floors, and I'm hooked up to my internet through my phone on my laptop in a kitchen, and was just like, I'll live stream real quick. So we're going to wrap this up pretty quick. I'm just going to run through these real quick, or I guess one more. So $2. Does time exist as a line or a plane? I don't know. That's a good question. That is a good question, of which I do not know the answer to. So, all right, guys, I'm going to get back to work. Comment on, I didn't see a whole lot of people, or I'll have to go through and look at the chats. It's hard for me to do. I'm on one screen, so I can't really see everything. So hopefully this played normally. I don't know if it did or not. I know that the replay will probably be just fine, but if it worked great live, it seems like no one's complaining about that I saw, at least. So this might be good. So, all right, guys, I'm going to get back to work. Thanks for stopping by. For BlackPilled, I'm Devin Stack. Oh, I'm back just because I got another super chat, and I like to get them all. Someone asked me, am I familiar with John Mark's work? And yes, I'm actually talking to him on Twitter, and I'll have a stream with him in the somewhat near future. So, all right, guys, I'm gone for real this time.